The unmerciful devil, he who does not end. In this world, there are things that hunt you, things that follow you, things that want to kill you. But what if something chose not to? What if it decided you don't deserve to die? Welcome to DreadLoop, where some horrors don't end, they repeat. Chapter 1, the feeling that starts small. Rafael Dela Cruz always believed fear had logic. Sound. There's a source, a shadow. There's a light behind it, a nightmare. Just the brain misfiring. Until one night, he felt something new. Not fear, recognition. He was sitting alone in his flat. No TV. No phone. No noise. And yet, he suddenly had the strongest feeling that someone had been watching him for a very long time. Not just tonight, but always. He slowly looked around, nothing. But the feeling didn't go away, because it wasn't coming from the room. It was coming from inside his head. Chapter 2, the impossible memory. That night, Rafael dreamed, but this wasn't a normal dream. He saw himself standing in his own room, but something was wrong. There was another version of him. Sitting, watching, not moving, not blinking, just staring at the version of Rafael walking around. And then, the watching version of him smiled, a smile that didn't belong to him. When Rafael woke up, his jaw hurt because he was smiling. Chapter 3, the second presence. Days passed, the feeling grew stronger. It started small, a delay in mirrors, a shadow moving slightly. Too late, a reflection blinking, after he already had. Then came the sounds, footsteps, but not behind him, matching his own, step for step, perfectly synchronized, as if something invisible was walking exactly where he walked. Chapter 4, the first whisper. At 3:03 a.m., Rafael woke again. This time, he knew something was in the room. He didn't open his eyes, because instinct told him, if you see it, it becomes real. Then hey, whisper. Right above him, not near his ear, not beside him, but directly above his face. You're almost ready. His breathing stopped, because the voice was his own. Chapter 5, the rule you never heard. There are rules people tell you in horror stories. Don't look back. Don't answer voices. Don't go into the dark. But there is one rule no one tells you. Because once you hear it, you've already broken it. Do not become aware of being watched, because awareness is permission. Chapter 6, the split. Rafael started losing time. Minutes gone. Hours missing. Until one day, he checked his phone and found videos, dozens of them, recorded from his own camera, all showing the same thing. Him, standing still, staring directly into the lens for hours, not blinking, not breathing, just watching. Chapter 7, the devil reveals its method. The devil doesn't appear suddenly. It builds, layer by layer, until you can't tell where you end. And it begins. Rafael began noticing something worse than fear. He started noticing himself acting without deciding, turning his head without choosing to, smiling without wanting to, standing in places he didn't remember walking to. And every time it happened, the feeling returned. Good. Chapter 8, the first true sign. Rafael stood in front of the mirror. He looked at himself, then waited. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. His reflection didn't move. It just stared, and then, very slowly, the reflection raised its hand, not matching him, but moving on its own, and pressed its hand against the inside of the mirror, trying to come through. Chapter 9, he who does not know. The devil finally spoke clearly, not in whispers, not in thoughts, but in understanding. You think I am something that came to you, but I am something that was always here. I am the part that watches when you think you are alone. I am the second thought that you ignore. I am the version of you that never stops looking. Chapter 10, the horror of realization. Rafael understood. This wasn't possession. This wasn't haunting. This was duplication. A second awareness, living beside his own, watching everything, recording everything, remembering everything, and now it taking over. Chapter 11, the body is nitrogen monoxide longer yours. Rafael tried to fight, but control slipped. His hands moved without him. His voice spoke words he didn't think. His eyes stared at things he didn't want to see. And then, one moment changed everything. He tried to close his eyes, and couldn't, because something else wanted to keep watching. Chapter 12, the final transfer. Rafael stood in the middle of his room, completely still. And then, he felt it. Not pain, but separation. Like something was peeling away from inside him. Not physically, but consciously. His thoughts slowed, His awareness dimmed, and something else took clarity. Then he saw it, not in front, not behind, but from outside himself. He was no longer inside his body. He was watching from somewhere else. And inside his body, something smiled. Final chapter, the loop. Raphael is still alive. His body walks, talks, exists. But he is no longer inside it. He is trapped in the place where the devil lives. A place of observation, watching, forever. And now, you've listened to the story. You've imagined the scenes. You've pictured the hero. You've felt the presence. And that means for a moment, you became aware. And in this world, some horrors end, but some repeat again and again and again. Welcome to DreadLoop, where the worst thing isn't fear. It's realizing you were never alone in your own mind.